The largest challenge, John, with corn rootworm management today is the fact that we were given a corn rootworm trait. We were given excellent corn rootworm traits. We were also given excellent products that we, as a general public, we thought were a silver bullet. We thought we had everything we needed. We went out here, we planted a lot of acres, and what have we got? We've ended up with some resistance issues. So when you look at that, there is no one silver bullet. I mean, I think that everybody out here wishes that we had the next silver bullet and say, okay, Mr. Farmer, you take this product, you plant on 100% of your acres, and you will never have any corn rootworm issues. That is the farthest thing from the truth. So we all know Mother Nature takes care of herself. So when you start looking at rootworm management, it's all about not looking at, can I control it with this? It's about a systems approach. It's about taking multiple modes of action with new traits such as Duracade from Syngenta and stacking those traits with existing traits along with the use of products like Force with rotation to manage, not just control, but manage our corn rootworm acres. And that's the biggest challenge that we've got is teaching the American farmer there is no silver bullet. When you look at the pillars of integrated pest management, you know, in the past it was about looking at thresholds. When you're talking about managing corn rootworms, it's really difficult to say that I've got an IPM program for integrated pest management. Now, we've got a flow chart that works really well. You can see it on Syngenta's website that says if you're rotating, go here. And then you may be able to just use, say, a hybrid, or you may be able to just use the trait. You may not have to use anything. However, if I'm not rotating and I can use the trait, then I go here. So it's about a system approach and about using multiple modes of action and multiple years. You're not going to control them in 1 year. And I think that's the biggest thing is looking at it from a system approach. You know, when you look at sustainable insect management, it's about rotation. It's about rotating not only the crop, it's about rotating your methods of control. And that's the main thing. Whether it's using a trait, using Force on the trait, multiple modes of action, not just multiple traits, but multiple modes of action. And that's the biggest thing, because there's really only one new mode of action for corn rootworm, and that's Duracade. Unfortunately, it seems like that when we talk about insect management, we don't. In areas where corn rootworms are an issue, it's been one standard practice across every single acre. And I know why. It was easy and it worked. I'm not blaming anybody. There's no blame to be given. It was, hey, we had a great technology and it worked. That's not going to happen today. Now, can we look at it on a field by field? Yeah, if you know the history of that field, particularly not in the hotbed for corn rootworms, you know, the 3 eyes across the mid-states, yeah, every acre pretty much is affected, so therefore we've got to look at it from that point. But whenever you start getting down on the perimeters, or if you've got a guy that is a good no-till farmer that has been in rotation and he says, I don't have corn rootworms. Well, yeah, you probably do, and we can probably increase your yields by using one of these technologies, but you've got multiple technologies. You may use the trait, you may use insecticide, you may use rotation, you may use one of them, or you may use all of them to control them on a given field. I want farmers to think instead of just reacting. You know, it's really easy to say, I can plant 100% of my acres to this trait, or I can use this herbicide on 100% of my acres, and then I don't have to think about it. We all know that that's probably not the best practice, and in the end, it's probably not the best practice.